Prevention of Corruption Bill of 2013 is a step in the right direction to have a more robust and a comprehensive legislation on anti-corruption in the country. The current act, the Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988, only deals with passive bribery or the receiving side of the bribery, and it covers only private officials. Over the years, there was a need felt to bring active bribery or the payer side of the bribery in the legislation. So the new act, on the coverage side, it covers any person, be it an employee, be it an agent of an organization, who is paying or promises to pay any form of gratification to a public servant. Simultaneously, the new bill also covers management of the organization. So at the time of the offense, all the people who are responsible for management in the organization are also liable to be covered by the new bill, which is a welcome step. On the offense side, the current act actually covers only receiving gratification as an offense specifically. The new bill now covers offering, paying, or promise to pay, which is the payer side of the bribe or the active bribe in the legislation. The penal provisions under the new bill have also been revised. The minimum imprisonment, for example, has gone up from 6 months to 3 years, the maximum gone up from 5 years to 6 years, and also the fines have been increased. And now, of course, the payer side, which is the company, anybody who's a private citizen making any bribe payments, is subject to fines now. The new bill actually is placing a lot of responsibility on management about corrupt actions done by the employees or by the third parties who are dealing on behalf of the organization. So by doing this, government is actually sending a very strong message that such actions will not be tolerated any longer. Now, if you were to look this new bill and read it with the provisions of the New Companies Act, management today are obligated to proactively identify and mitigate the risk of any corrupt action happening in the organization. This bill also ensures that today organization cannot turn a blind eye on the actions of their employees, of their third parties, or people who are dealing on the organization's behalf. So under this new bill, organization can no longer pass the blame of a corrupt action on a third party with reasoning that they were not aware of such an action. Management will be answerable for those actions. So organizations need to develop a robust anti-bribery compliance program, which on one hand will ascertain preparedness of the organization on their anti-bribery measures and also ensure compliance with the new bill. The organization also need to appreciate that in case they do feel a situation of non-compliance, they can actually use a robustly enforced anti-bribery compliance program as a defense in such situation. Purely looking at it from a commercial angle, a strong ABC compliance actually helps organizations increase in their business in a global market. We have seen instances where an organization where they have robust anti-bribery compliance program, the valuations in case of a M&A situation are way higher as compared to their counterparts. To be compliant with the new legislation, organizations should ask 4 questions. First one, whether they have the right tone at the top, which promotes zero tolerance towards any act of corruption or bribery. Second, do they know the background of entities and individuals they are dealing with, particularly entities and individuals who are dealing on behalf of the organization with government entities. Third, do they have an open channel of communication where employees and third parties can actually report any instances of corruption or bribery, and when such an instance is reported, they are actually acted upon. Fourth and last, there should be a continuous monitoring mechanism to make sure that the organization is actually looking at all the high-risk areas, making sure that they are implementing additional controls wherever required. And these measures, once implemented properly, can ensure compliance with the new bill.